Today we've come from Orpen. We're going on the H7 where I found the cheetah and the lion. Then we're going to Insamani Dam. We're going to have a look at some hippos, maybe some elephant or maybe some buffalo. Then to Satara. I want to go speak to somebody at Satara about a very interesting animal situation. From Satara down to Chokwan, that's where we're going to have our first meal of the day. I stopped eating yesterday at 3 o'clock. Today I'll start eating when I get to Chokwan. And I'm going to have a beautiful renosterkoek with a kudu vos and some sheba. And I'll show you that when I get there. We're going to do a taste test, food review, show you how they cook it. It's going to be amazing. From there, we're going to go down to Skukuza. We're going to stop at Skukuza. We're going to get ourselves a vegan burger. Then we're going to go from Skukuza down to Malelane. If it's still early enough, I want to go out of Malelane, play golf at the Malelane golf course, come back to Malelane camp, sleep in my beautiful car, wake up tomorrow rejuvenated, excited, and ready to go for another day in Kruger.
And activate your cells.
Hey beautiful people, so it's been a great morning so far. There were two male cheetah. Not often do you get to see two beautiful male cheetah like that. Then there were two lions next to the road. Unfortunately, one was quite far away and the other one was sleeping, so it was just not an optimal sighting to video. And this is the thing, is like you've got to strip your expectations away, because it's very difficult to know what you're going to find, where you're going to find it, what's the sighting going to be like. You know, a leopard could walk across the road and you could watch it walk across the road in 10 seconds and then it's gone into the bushes and it's gone. Right now it's winter, so it is easier to see things. We're at the end of our winter. It's been one of the coldest winters actually. At its coldest, there were mornings where it was -2 degrees Celsius, which is like 37 Fahrenheit, and it's dry. And our spring is coming in September. The first week of spring will be September, or actually the second week of September is spring, and that's when we usually get a little bit of rains. It won't be a lot, but it will be a little bit of rains. It's quite a beautiful time. Ladies and gents, this is Bobbejans Krantz. Welcome to Bobbejans Krantz and welcome to another episode with me, Curtius Roberts, here on the Experience Africa channel. I'm so excited to be with you guys today. I love making these videos, and when I came up with the idea of doing a virtual safari, I was like, why not? Like, this is something that I'm so passionate about, and my life and my purpose is actually moving away from safaris in the sense that I'm like, you know, planned safaris, and more towards explorations, expeditions with people who want to adventure and do something different, and also more towards this, content creating and writing books. So I do a lot of things, and time is, you know, that's one commodity we don't get to buy. We all get the same amount of time. So I like to spend my time writing books and exploring and making videos and content creation and helping other people, you know, doing talks and guiding people, having conversations. And this, for me, this virtual safari is going to be a way for you to understand a little bit more about what is the A to Z of safari. How does it work, you know? And what are some of the pro tips? We have some warthog and zebra. Amazingly, animals will stick together, because the more they stick together, the better chances they have for survival. Each animal out here in the African wilderness has its own specific sense that is heightened. Some are good at smell, some are good at hearing, some are good at eyesight, and each one can play to the strength by forming a group with other animals. So if there's animals like 4 or 5 different species, usually it's your giraffe, your zebra, your kudu, your impala, your wildebeest, and your warthog. That's 6 different species, and the most common is zebra, impala, and wildebeest. If they stick together, then they can really work together as a team. They spot any predators, they can shout for that, you know, make an alarm call, and then they can all see that predator and they can run away. It's a very effective technique to staying safe out here in the wilderness. 14 lions walking next to the road. They look like they have quite full bellies, so I think maybe they made a kill. What's so interesting about this is it's quite late in the morning, so maybe these lions did make a kill. Now they're just moving away from that kill to avoid like the confrontations with hyenas and stuff. And also sometimes lions move towards water when they've eaten because of all the hair and the blood. So let's have a look here. Apparently it's 14, which is quite a big pride. Really cool. We found ourselves a big herd of buffalo here. Buffalo are nomadic animals and will move large distances in one day. In a week, they can move anywhere between 500 and 1,000 kilometers. So one of the biggest threats that animals face is habitat loss. And with the expansion of the modern world, game reserves are becoming an afterthought. So it's important that we maintain and conserve our big game reserves like Kruger National Park, because it truly is a wildlife haven and sanctuary oasis for animals to thrive and survive. Because of the fact that it's 2 to 3 million hectares, animals can move large distances, they can migrate. Buffalo need large distances, so do wild dog, so do lions. These animals need large distances, so it's important that we preserve and protect these environments for the animals to live their best lives, just as we are allowed to live our best lives. I love buffaloes. Sitting and watching buffaloes is so amazing. They make the best sounds. They have such personality and character. The way they look at you, it's like you owe them something, but they also look at you like, hey, are you a friendly or are you a foe? So there are many sightings in the Kruger National Park where you'll get there and the animal is either lying down or very difficult to see from certain angles. So if you're not in line with it, or if there's a tree in the way, you may not see it. So come on now, look at this crazy, amazing view. And there are really good animals that come here. Sometimes the elephants come and drink from the river. You'll actually see them, they dig holes and they'll drink from the sand because the sand acts as a natural filtration system. They won't drink this stagnant water over here. This water on the surface here is actually full of dirt and algae and maybe some animal feces, so it will not taste good. That water is probably not the water you want to drink. If you get stuck out in the wild, do not drink that water. What I would suggest to you is if you stop anywhere with no fences, and most of these viewpoints and picnic sites have no fences, please do not walk more than 10 or 20 meters away from the parking lot. There could be a lion lying just down here. So you don't want to walk into a sleeping lion that for some reason has stayed close to the viewpoint, especially early in the morning and late in the afternoon. Those are the two times things are still going to be in the places where people are, because in the nighttime when there's no one, they come into those places because they're curious. There's smells, there's, it's their home. So I have found another group of lions. This is not too far from where the supposed leopard was. They're about 80 meters from the road. And they are moving around in the grass. It's pretty cool to see lions moving around at this time of the day. You don't expect it, but it is totally normal. Predators are opportunistic. Lion, leopard, cheetah actually prefer to hunt during this time of the day, so don't give up your game drive at 10, 11 o'clock, because cheetah actually hunt at that time, because supposedly lion and leopard have been active during the morning and the evening and over the night period, meaning that they don't need to be active during the day. Like I said though, they're opportunistic and they will take any opportunity to hunt if it's available, and therefore lion and leopard can be active during the day. So I'm at Mazinzi Dam. One of my favorite things to do when you get to a dam is to just switch off and stay here for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, because there's a lot of beautiful sounds, there's a lot of beautiful animals that can come here, and currently there is probably 1,000 buffalo at this dam, and a crocodile and a hippo and lots of them. And then all of a sudden the elephant came down to me. There's a herd of females, and they just went crazy. First they drink, then they throw water on themselves, and some of them dive in and swim. And then after that, two males. There was also a male drinking with them to the side. The moment has arrived. We have found a leopard, ladies and gents. Crazy stuff. It's not the best video footage. Okay, so tell me, what do you have in your hands?
It's a roasted cook with boerewors and a tomato small.
Yeah, why is this so good? Why is this food so good?
Oh, it's good, nicely.
Yeah,
Nicely.
because you cook it on a fire.
Yeah, you cook it on the fire and then
Okie dokie. My hands are clean. So this is kruger and it is cooked on the fire. And the bun is cook, which is also cooked on the fire. And then this is like tomato and onion. So it's called sheba. I think it's S-H-E-B-A or S-H-E-B-E. Look at that. It's like toasted. I could taste that this one has been in a warming drawer and it's not fresh because it's a bit chewy, but it's still really good. Okay, so there's another leopard. You can see him there. So firstly, I do need to mention that yes, this is for me one of the best restaurants in Kruger National Park in the terms of that you can get a diversity of food, and the food is on a higher level, a high class, more professional in my opinion. I do want to mention that I asked if I could film the pizza being put in the oven, and they had to phone management, and then management denied it and said that I need to apply with marketing. So South Africa is very non-progressive, and for me this is very scary because I'm doing this food review, which in a sense is marketing them as a business. So this is the vegan pizza. There's artichokes on here, there's olives on here, there's vegan cheese. For me, no matter what you get here, it's amazing. I've had the burgers, I've had pastas, I've had pizzas. What's really, really cool is that they do have these types of foods. They have vegan types of food, they have vegan cheese. These are things that are not common throughout South Africa. And also, I was here with Dutch people 3 weeks ago, and they said that this pizza is as good as pizza in the Netherlands because of the fact that there is proper tomato base, tomato sauce, and there is proper, like, it's in a proper pizza oven, so you can actually see it's cooked underneath. So here we go. Let's do this. You ready? You know what's amazing? You could just eat the dough and the tomato base and it would be amazing. And some salt, not even. Tomato base is salty enough. That's what's so good about it. And can I tell you right, I don't eat olives, but on this pizza, I love it. It's so good. Wow. So my top tip is that if you find a sighting where an animal is potentially hiding and there's other animals close by, I suggest waiting, because that animal could make a kill. It could take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, but it's worth it. That's how kills happen. You're either very lucky, you get there when the kill happens, or you have to be patient and wait for it. Hello FamDam, this is the next morning. Yesterday's virtual safari was amazing. 5 different lion sightings, 3 different leopard sightings, 1,500 buffalo plus, 4 out of the big 5. It was a great day. Honey badgers. This morning I got another 2 honey badgers, and it's just been really special to be here. And I thank you so much for joining this experience. Please stay tuned for the next one. And also, I suggest you go watch this video, because this video is going to give you a really good insight as to what other